to create the outcomes you want. Now, so many times we carry old beliefs, the things that were taught to us, the patterns that were shown to us as children, as young adults. And we hold on to those patterns because anything different will make us wrong. So, in being a successful human, a successful CEO, a successful entrepreneur, a successful employee, successful in any way growing yourself, we have to take the old beliefs. Like, so what's the stories? Like, the old beliefs that are holding you back, hey guys, hi everyone, are the stories you're telling yourself. So I want you to think about it on a piece of paper. I want you to write down, what are the old stories that you've been told? What are the old stories you're telling yourself? I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. Money doesn't grow on trees. Everything's hard for me. You'll never be able to do that. That's for other people. Money's evil, right? Any of the old stories. It just depends what your story is. It could be your story is, you're not good enough to make six figures. You're not good enough to make seven figures. Millionaires are evil people. People with a lot of money, are bad people. These are, I'm just sharing some of the things I was brainwashed with as a kid. You'll never make seven figures as a hairdresser. That's a job for, that job's not good enough, or blah, 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 blah. Okay. You see where I'm going with this? So I want you guys to really think about and write down, what are the beliefs? And then next to that belief, I want you to write down, who told you to believe this, right? Because these are simply things that we were taught by other people. They are beliefs and thoughts that were imposed into our mindsets when we were kids or young adults, right? And we've just been repeating these patterns. Then I want you to think of for a second, are these true? Are these statements true? And when you really reflect on it, I know even myself when I do this exercise, because I do it every few months to rehash and make sure I'm clearing out any old gunk. I'm like, wait, are these statements true? You can't take 5 weeks off without your business tanking. You can't leave your salon 5 weeks. You can't go to Europe 5 weeks. That's irresponsible. So when I was struggling with these things, I thought, okay, but is this true? No, it's not true. If I look at the facts, the beliefs don't match the facts, right? And the truth of the matter is, you have control in changing those facts because it's your life. So once you write down these beliefs and you write down the limiting mindsets that you may have. Now, guys, be nice to yourself, because sometimes when we really deep dive and look into this stuff, when we're working through this to grow ourselves personally, because if you don't grow personally, you're not going to grow professionally. One of my mentors a long time ago said to me, Maria, you're only going to grow financially as much as you grow personally. And I was like, eesh, what the hell does that mean? Well, what it meant was, if I don't do the work on my insides, healing, mindset, shifting things, taking accountability, connecting with my intuition, I could never step into the version of myself that I want to be. As frightening as that may be, I had to take ownership and start stepping into the newer version of Maria Fontana. Just like you can step into the new version of you, the best version of yourself. So be loving and kind to yourself. And I want you to write down next to those beliefs. And if it's true, then I want you to write a new belief. Okay? Let's make an example. Money's hard to make. Who told me that? My dad. Is it true? Well, not really, because you can always make money. Next to it, my new belief is, money flows to me with ease and grace. So you see how I changed that? It's not so much about making the money, it's money flows to me with ease and grace. Because I will release that resistance to that belief. And guys, if you think about it and you reflect on this and you catch yourself every day, we have so many beliefs that we keep telling ourselves over and over again. And those beliefs create our outcomes. It's energy. This isn't woo-woo spiritual nonsense. This is science. What we think about, we bring about. What we energetically vibrate at is what happens to us. And I want you to look around in your circle. Look who's around you. Who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? And are they vibrating? Are they bringing value and positive feedback to your mission in this life? Now, I know sometimes it's hard because sometimes the people that are closest to us aren't the best match for us. But that's a whole nother topic. You have to learn to love them from a distance. Hi, everyone. I see you guys all coming in. Love you all. Okay, so changing how we think is this. It's not, so this is number 1 that we're covering. It's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. But with everything else, as with everything else, you have to take action. You can't just say, I'm going to start thinking differently. You can't just say, I'm going to shift my mindset, because that's just a bunch of bullshit. You have to physically do something about it. So maybe do one of these, the exercise I just shared with you. You know, write down what your limiting belief is. Write down who told you this. Write down if it's true or not, and then write down your new belief. It's even easy enough to write down the old belief and the new belief every day. 21 days, and then simply keep repeating the new belief and taking intentional action, right? You can't say money flows to me with ease and grace and then not take intentional action to make that really true. Does that make sense, guys? Because things aren't going to come to you if you don't take the action that's required to do it. But once again, be loving, kind, and gentle to yourself as you're doing this. Let's see, can everybody hear me and see me? Okay, here we go. Yes. All right, so number 2, we're going to talk about trusting your vibes. How many of us don't listen to our vibes? Give me a hands up. Comment below. How many of you see the red flags, feel the squirreliness in your chest, and don't listen to your vibes? Yeah, it's normal, of course. And that's okay, because you're going to take practice to get better at listening to your vibes. So what is trusting your vibes? Your vibes are your heart center. Your vibes are your gut. Your vibes are your intuition. We're all born with it. We all have it inside of us, and we all have access to it totally free at all times. This is something we all have access to at all times. Now, what is the vibe? The vibe is the emotion. So I want you guys to think about when you feel something, your body's talking to you. Your body doesn't lie. You may get a nervous feeling in your stomach. You may get a really weird, like, pit feeling in your gut. You may just know something's off. Your hair might stand up on your arms. You might get a chill. You know something's off, or you know turn right, turn left. But what do we do sometimes? We ignore it. It's so important to start tuning in and listening to the feelings you're feeling, because the feelings and the emotion are your vibes. You can make better choices daily by simply relaxing and breathing. Do you know by breathing, your breath will connect you to your inner knowing, to your spirit. Your spirit, your intuition, your soul is your GPS. So I want you to take a quick second, connect with your soul, take a deep breath, and simply say to your intuition, I have this issue. Can you help me out? And see what you get, the first feedback you get. I have this issue. Can you help me out? Now, if you guys are fans of intuition, you want to learn more, one of my personal mentors who I adore and has helped me tremendously over the years, I've invested a lot in her, is Sonia Choquette. You can follow her on Instagram, follow her on YouTube, work with her privately. She's amazing. But I have learned so much from her. And the main thing that I learned that I share with other people, my clients who are growing their business, is we all have it. It's like instant access. You just have to ask your own gut for help. So ego instills fear. The ego is the rational mind. So your rational mind is not your intuition. Your intuition is all-knowing, loving, relaxed, not fear-based. Your rational mind, the mind, is the ego. So of course you need to balance both, but you have to follow intuition first, mind second. Vibes feel good. When you feel something, you know it's right for you because it feels good. It doesn't matter what it feels like to your friend. It doesn't matter what it feels like to your family. It doesn't matter what you choose feels like to anyone else but you. And this is a challenge for so many CEOs. This is a challenge for so many successful entrepreneurs. The struggle of making the choices to follow your intuition and not get distracted by the ego, by family, by friends, well-meaning, people that love you in your life. But they really don't know what the best choices are. Absolutely, they don't know what the best choices are. So it's super important to tap into you. And what you feel is your truth. It's not that you're too sensitive. It's not that you're too this or that. That's your truth. And it's okay to change your mind. So trusting your vibes and tapping into your intuition, I want to just remember all of you all have access. It's inside of you. It's a matter of practice of quieting your mind and your ego telling you to shut up. Thank you for trying to help me out and protect me, but I'm not interested right now. And following your vibes. I want you to do this for 21 days, along with the exercise I just talked to you about shifting your mindset. I want you to really intentionally, every time you have to make a decision, I don't care if it's making dinner, I don't care if it's turning left or right, I don't care if it's changing someone's hair color, I don't care if it's saying yes to a client, whatever it looks like. I want you to take a second, breathe, and count to 5 and say in your head, I have this issue. Can you help me? And the first thing that comes is from your intuition. I see you guys all coming on. Hello, beautiful everyone. Nice to see you guys, right? So you guys might be saying, Maria, what does all this have to do with making more money? What does all this have to do with me having a better life? Well, I'm going to share with you. It has everything to do with it. Because if we're not connecting to our inner truth, meaning your spirit, your soul, your light, your inner being, right? If you're not connecting to your truth, you're not going to be able to get the results you want in your life, in your business, in your career, in your relationships. When I start seeing clients, when a client starts working with me, the first thing we do is get clarity. And clarity comes from tapping into your soul. Now, don't misconstrue. Your soul, your spirit, your intuition could change its mind. You can change your mind. So don't beat yourself up if you're like, yeah, but 6 months ago I felt this, now I feel that. That's great. Before I went to Italy, I felt one way about my business. I felt one way about both my businesses. Now I feel totally different. That is healthy and that is okay. But getting support and guidance and having someone walk you through while holding your hand helps you get better results. Because reaching your goals takes tapping inside, being crystal clear on what you want right now. I'm not saying 8 months from now, right now. And then removing the old beliefs that may have been keeping you suppressed. Guys, trust me, I was suppressed for years. I was able to break through this. I have helped hundreds of clients get from where they were to where they want to be. Bring their brick and mortar businesses online, create a whole new branch of business, streamline their businesses, double their revenues. Everyone's goal is a little different. And you can do that too. It takes a strategy, shifting your mindset, stepping into your power, and listening to your intuition. Intuition is science. Intuition is your energy. Intuition is your GPS. So I'm going to challenge you all, as you watch this video, to take on these exercises and do them for 21 days. I know last time I gave a master class, a few people took me up on the challenges and implemented a few exercises for 21 days. Their lives changed dramatically. Right? And if you want change, you want more money, you want more freedom, you want another business, you want to retire from being behind the chair, you want to sell your brick and mortar or move, close it, whatever you want to do, bring a business online, whatever that looks like to you. Have better relationships, have more free time, actually like what you're doing. Then I suggest you start tapping into your intuition and try these few exercises. And this brings me to number 3, creating more profits. Now, it all depends on where you are in your journey. If you are an employee, if you're an independent, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a CEO. Most people in this group, I believe, are CEOs and entrepreneurs, but there is some independents and some people who are still working in different service-based businesses, which is fine. Number 1, to increasing your profits, regardless of what you're doing, increasing your money, is simplifying. So I want you to take the time now to sit down and write down all the time-sucking tasks that you do in a day that you don't really want to do, and they do not create you revenue. Okay, I want you to write that down right now. All the time-sucking tasks, hi everyone, that you do daily that do not create revenue. Like, they don't make money. They're not making you profits. You're just like wasting your time. Like, you don't actually see a return on the investment of time that you are putting into these tasks. Now, after you write down all these tasks, I want you to write down how you can simplify this. I'll give you an example. I had one salon owner who was working with me, and she was working behind the chair way more days than she wanted to. She was performing services she hated. So she was taking on tasks and doing things out of fear of loss. She was doing things out of obligation. Well, but I've always done it this way, and that's a killer. I've always done it this way is a killer. What we did is we made a list of the things she really did not enjoy doing anymore. Then we made a list of the things that were the most profit producing for her that she enjoyed doing. And then we created a list of the reality of how many days she physically wanted to be servicing clients herself. The answers were shocking because it was the complete opposite of what she was doing, but she was in such a habit of doing the same things that we had to clear out some limiting mindsets, create a whole new game plan, which then allowed her to work less days, less hours, and only perform high profit producing services that she actually loved. Now, that might change again in 6 months. We might streamline again. And that's the beauty of it. You can do that. So the way to increase your cash flow is to decrease doing time-sucking activities that don't bring you money and increase the profit-producing tasks, right? How many of you guys, raise your hand, comment below, find yourself doing things, maybe wasting hours on social media? Like the average is people are wasting 2.5 hours a day just scrolling, nonprofit producing activity, just scrolling on social media. Right there, you just could find yourself 2.5 hours to be doing something that's profit producing, which is going to bring me now to the last point that I have in the money, making more money, and outsourcing those tasks. So if you are an entrepreneur, a CEO, an independent, anyone that is wasting time on nonprofit producing tasks, guess what, guys? Those tasks should be outsourced. Like social media, content creation, maybe someone writing your emails, people creating like stuff for you to post online or whatever, and having someone actually do it. Like you should really have a social media manager. These are tasks that you should be outsourcing. If you are in a salon or you are in a brick and mortar, you should have a team. You need to be outsourcing to people so you can really focus on the money generating high value services. This way, you will have control. This way, you will be able to take 5 weeks off if you want to, because your business can run without you. This way, you can have clarity and know where you're putting your time. Last but not least, you may want to think about bringing a branch of your business online, right? Teaching what you already know. As long as you're a few steps ahead of someone else, it is so easy to create a coaching, consulting, online education platform. And that is recurring revenue. That is a whole different branch of revenue coming in that's not based on what you're doing now. So there's so many ways to increase your profits and cash flow. And another important one is sit down and evaluate your spending. Guys, if you're making $100,000, let's just say, but you're overspending, your profit margin's shrinking. Sit down and do an evaluation of your finances. Where are the money leaks? How many memberships and bullshit do you have that just money's pissing away? I bet you can find a few $100s a month by doing that. So I want to really know from you. I want you to comment below. What actions are you going to take starting today after this video? If you watch it while I'm live or you watch it later on. And if you watch it later, give me a hashtag replay. Say hello, please. I want to know that you were here. Anybody that comments on this video, I'm going to send to your messenger inbox a special gift. So make sure you comment, make sure you say hello, and tell me what actions you are going to take this week based on what I covered in this masterclass to start shifting your outcomes, to start making more money, to maybe change your mind and create a whole new life for yourself. I want you to comment that below and let me know. Anyone who comments below is going to get a special gift from me. It's a special bonus. So make sure you comment. I will be sending those bonuses out to your messenger inbox. And I want you guys to all remember something. Change is scary, but staying the same is scarier. Putting yourself out there is scary, but not taking action is even scarier. And if you want something to change, regardless of what it is, you must take intentional action to change it. I am opening up the doors today. Today, it's a special flash bonus that I'm doing today only. It's 24 hours, so it's going to be over tomorrow at noon. I'm inviting in 10 people, only 10 people, okay? into my incubator. So it's a 4-week group reboot. We're going to have a group. We're going to meet once a week privately on Zoom, and we are going to work on one goal that you need to transform to get to the other side. Okay? I'm going to keep the group small. That way I can give every single one of you super high value attention and make sure you get the friggin' results that you need. Now, what is the major kicker to this? The major kicker to this is, guys, I'm offering at a ridiculous value because I know right now a lot of people are struggling. I know right now it's scary. A lot of people are afraid to spend and invest in themselves. If I can tell you anything else today, it is invest in you. The return on investment is second to none. So if you want to join me in my 4-week group, I'm going to have an introductory 24 hours only. It expires on noon tomorrow. Okay, we're going to meet once a week to be determined the date. Wednesday the 21st at noon. Okay, Wednesday the 21st at noon is when we kick off. It is going to be an hour live with me on Zoom. And we're going to be working on deep diving and healing and focusing on shifting, getting clarity, and getting to you, to where you need to go to be in a place of abundance, joy, fulfillment, whatever that looks like for you. So, 4 weeks. The bonus is you're going to get a 1-hour private seating with me outside of the 4 weeks, where we can deep dive in and really get the nitty gritty out. Okay? This is only $497, guys, for 4 weeks. I'm inviting you in. Again, there's only 10 spots, guys. So if you're interested, just comment below. I'll send you over the link to register. And that's it. The invitation's open. Once the 10 spots are filled, it's filled. So I hope today was powerful for you. I hope I inspired your soul, and I hope that you will take me up on my invitation to come and transform your life and your business in the next 4 weeks. Again, we kick off Wednesday the 21st at noon. It is only $497 one-time payment, okay? So if this is something you're interested in, just drop me a yes below, or interested, but also make sure that you let me know, regardless if you're interested or not. I want to see in the comments, what are you going to be working on this week? And what does that look like for you? This is a great opportunity, guys, for anyone who's been waiting for a super affordable way to work with me one-on-one. This is your opportunity, and I'm super excited. So I'm sending you all massive love and light. I hope today was powerful, informative, and inspirational. Guys, I love every single one of you. I missed you all, and I'm really looking forward to an amazing fall and winter. Have a great day. Sending you all massive love and light. I love you guys.